Oh, hi there. Hi. This is John Wow with the Eco Guys, and I'm here with another Eco Green tip. Actually, I'm here to bust some myths about styrofoam. Now, I know some of my really green recycle warriors probably saw me eating this out of a styrofoam cup and went, John, have you lost your mind? What are you doing? Ah! Well, true. Buying a product like this and eating it out of a styrofoam cup is not the greatest of ideas in the world. But you know what? Styrofoam is a necessary evil. It's here. We're going to have to face up to it. It's not going to go anywhere. And they make tons and tons, hundreds of millions of tons of styrofoam every single day. The real problem here is what are we going to do after we're finished eating our delicious noodles out of the styrofoam cup? What do we do with them? Now, true, maybe a little bit more environmentally friendly would be get the romaine noodles in the little bag with the little foil pouch in it, because those bags can actually go back to the grocery store and be recycled with the plastic bags that you can return, which nobody should be using anyway. But it can go back and be recycled, believe it or not. And those little pouches that have the little spice in it, that, if you roll it up, put it inside an empty soda can, aluminum soda can, because those little pouches are actually made of a super thin aluminum. Just put them inside there. They'll be properly recycled with your soda can. But let's get back to styrofoam. What do we do with styrofoam when we're done? Now, if you notice, though, I am using a metal fork, one that can be washed and reused. But what do we do with this? Now, I've had some people tell me that they take it and they clean it out and they use it for a cup. They'll save a whole bunch of these, and when the kids are running around in the front yard and they want a juice, they don't have to worry about breaking one of their glasses or losing one of their nice plastic cups or whatever. So they use this until it breaks or wears out. After it breaks and wears out, then what do you do with it? Well, you can take it back to any public supermarket, any Winn-Dixie, any store that has the styrofoam return. You can take these back and put it in there along with your egg cartons and other things. We're going to get to that in a moment. Now, what else? Oh, before I get any further, this is the funniest thing in the world. I've actually had some people come up to me and say, well, we've heard that you can't recycle styrofoam at all. That is the biggest myth in the world. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of products that are made from recycled styrofoam. We'll get to that in a minute. The worst thing that can happen is these things wind up in a landfill because they will never, listen to me, never biodegrade. I don't care what study you've read. I don't care who tells you what. The truth is always on the Eco Guys, and the truth is styrofoam will never biodegrade. It may break down, it may break apart, but the styrofoam will always be on this earth until this earth is over with, folks. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to continue throwing these away and costing our environment? Are we going to these wind up in the ocean and the water? They kill fish left and right. I don't know how many times I've heard that. What do? We recycle it. We recycle these cups. Here's more. We recycle these. These are, a lot of people will get these from the stores. I hope not, but they still use them. What do you do with these little things? Well, first, what I like to do is I like to clean them real good. And I use these little ones for storage. You got your Christmas ornaments or whatever, you can put them in there, and it's just real cushiony. It's a really good storage unit for something breakable. Okay? But you clean these things. You just run them under water, clean them, and recycle them. I don't care if they're still food, you still got your Mai Pai or Hee Hai or whatever in the world you bought in them, recycle these things, clean them. Now, if you don't want to run your fresh water, which I suggest you not to, and if you want to be a real recycle warrior, you take it out in your backyard, because I know you got a bucket out there full of rainwater. You put it in that bucket of rainwater, you let it soak for a little while, go up and down like this in there, get it all cleaned out. And what's really cool is this. The old food particles will stay in your rain bucket. You take that rain bucket, you pour it on your plants, those old food particles, now you're fertilizing your plants, folks. Being green all the way around. What else? Well, styrofoam egg cartons. Take those back to the grocery store. Make sure they get recycled. Yes, indeed, 100%. Food trays. I don't care if you had chicken on here, meat on here, beef tongue. I don't care what you've had on this thing. Rinse it out, clean it out, take it back to the store, recycle it. There is no excuse, folks. These things, too, this is just a bigger one of those food trays. Oh, I get food all over it. It's yucky. I don't want to do it. Suck it up. Do something good for the environment. Clean it. Make sure you take that back and recycle it. Now, here's another thing, too, that a lot of people don't realize, and this is, I get it. I have a friend who just lives on Polo Pops, and that is not a commercial endorsement, by the way. I mean, she loves these things. What do you do with the cups when you're done? I don't know how many times I'm sitting there gassing up at the gas station. I look inside the garbage can, and they're filled with these things. Are you kidding me, folks? You're going to go right past a grocery store that takes styrofoam. Stop. Take a moment. Recycle this. Take it back to the store. Or, again, use it at the house for a while. This is a great thing to have on the outside instead of a glass or around your pool where it won't break if it falls. Reuse it over and over again. Then when it breaks, recycle it. Recycle it. Now, some people ask me, well, what are these things made into? What is it? Well, let me show you what styrofoam is, okay? First and foremost, here's your lesson of the day. It's polystyrene. Polystyrene. It's number 6 on the recycle symbol, the triangle. Also, you'll see products with a P and an S. That's polystyrene. That means they're made out of. So what is made out of after they recycle it? Well, a lot of them is made right back into styrofoam again. A lot of homes are being built with styrofoam in between the walls. That makes your R value go skyrocketing in your house. Those are great insulation, and it's made out of recycled cups and everything else. But what else is? Well, here's some amazing things you may not know. Most televisions, the surround of your television and your computer is made out of recycled styrofoam. The casing of your pens, a lot of those are made out of recycled styrofoam. You know those little caddies that you put your pin inside? They feel like they're like a hard plastic? Most of those are made from recycled styrofoam. But you know what? Here in the Eco Guys, we don't do that. We don't go to the store and waste the environment on buying plastic. I had a great cup of soup one day. Now I got a great pen holder, and it looks cool. It's got all the little ridges there. All right? So there you go. Now, what else do they make it out of? Well, here's some interesting items. Hold on. I'm going to get out of a frame for a second here. Laundry baskets are made out of recycled styrofoam. Almost every single plastic hanger you've ever seen now is made out of recycled styrofoam. It is incredible what they make out of recycled styrofoam. Picture frames, just multitudes of stuff. So it is really worth it to recycle these because this can be used over and over and over again. When they recycle styrofoam, they don't melt it down where there's loss in a lot of things that we have. They crunch it up, smash it up in little bitty pieces. They make a paste out of it. The paste is used to make more styrofoam products. So 100% of the styrofoam when it gets recycled is returned. The loss might be so minute, I'm not even going to mention it. And here's another little cute thing. See these little staplers, these little cute staplers? The plastic on these things used to be styrofoam. So they make a lot of really great things out of styrofoam. Now, if for some reason you cannot find a place to take your styrofoam, contact the Eco Guys. We will make sure that your styrofoam gets recycled. Now, the one thing I didn't show here is packing styrofoam. Say you buy something at the store and it's packed in styrofoam inside the cardboard box. What do you do with that? It's huge, you know. I cannot put those inside the recycle thing at the grocery store. Yes, you can. Styrofoam is very easily broken up. You break it up to about the size of an egg carton, you take it back and you recycle it. If you fill up their recycle bin outside the store, good for you! You filled up the recycle bin. They can empty it and make a new recycle bin for more and more products. And I love it when they fill it up. And most stores, including, and I say this because they're really an eco friend of mine, Publix, they love it. They love to see people coming over there and being green. So fill up their recycle bin for me tonight. All right? If you have any questions, leave me a message on Facebook at the Eco Guys. And thank you very much. Stay green.